I mean, I really graphically refer to it, but in my English way, I thought it was ironic or sarcastic.
I see.
So when we actually came to shoot the assault, it was the very last thing that we filmed. And I'd already shot everything else. And the director, Paul Haggis, a very sensitive man, very much someone that we trusted, took Matt Dillon and I aside before we started shooting and said to us, so look, you know, I'm here for you and it's going to be a very difficult scene, and Tandy, do you have protective underwear?
Protective underwear?
Yeah, I thought it was a very odd thing. I don't know. and he was referring to the fact that Matt Dillon was going to have to be sort of... Because my dress was very tight.
Yes.
And in order to make it look realistic, he'd have to really be feeling around my body and my private area. And that's what he was referring to. And I was horrified, because in the script it hadn't been written so graphically. I mean, how could they wouldn't have been able to get financing for the film if they'd sent out a script which had the graphic, you know, stuff that you see.
Would you have played it?
That's a good question. I would have found it difficult, as I did, because I went into the makeup trailer after I had that conversation with Paul and Matt, and I cried and cried and cried. Partly because I wasn't prepared, and also just the shock of having to be in that place, of having to let that happen, even though we're just simulating something.
Sure,
it was still, I felt that it was a personal violation, absolutely. It was a very, very hard scene to film.
So where do you draw the line as an actress in a situation like this? Because it was a personal violation.
I nearly did that night, actually, because
you
I
did.
felt that it wasn't clear in the script.
Yes.
Although it was, and I think if I'd read it without my denial,
yes,
I would have known that's what I was going to have